Hello there, my name is Juan, welcome to Game News, and on today's video we're gonna talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie off to a rough start, The Last of Us Part 1, the PC port is unsupported on Steam, an amazing game with massive discounts, and way more in this video. So guys, without further ado, let's go straight to the news. The Super Mario Bros. Movie off to a rough start. So guys, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has finally arrived in the theaters and the first reviews are in. And unfortunately, it seems that the movie is off to a rough start, as it currently has a Rotten rating of 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. So this marks Nintendo's first foray into film since the disaster live-action Super Mario Bros. Film in 1993, which also received negative reviews. So with Nintendo and the Super Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto involved in the new film, many hoped that it would be a success, but early reviews suggest otherwise. So while some critics praised the film's musical score, visuals, humor, and fun factor, many were disappointed by the basic plot and felt that the film was just a long advertisement for the Super Mario games. However, Chris Pratt's portrayal of Mario seems to have been received mostly well by the critics, which may come as a surprise for some fans. So despite the mixed reviews, the most important gauge of the film's success will be its box office performance. So the Super Mario Bros. Movie could still become one of the biggest blockbuster release of the year, but the less than stellar reviews may hurt it somewhat. So this was the critics' perspective of the movie, but let me tell you guys this. Most of the Super Mario Bros. Games has super simple plot. You save Peach. Most of them. So I'm not gonna expect the film to bring something completely different, being the first film of the franchise, so it doesn't quite make sense. And I think this movie is made for video game fans. I mean, I saw it on a trailer. I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but if you watch the trailer, you will see that the movie is going to be full of reference, full of things that we gamers that have experienced the game love and care. That's why I'm not expecting them to love the film like we will do. So I'm not worried at all about this negative reviews. Actually mixed reviews. So I'm still looking forward to the movie. I'm still gonna watch it. And if you are a fan, don't let these reviews throw you off. I'm pretty sure that we gamers will love this movie and we'll talk about it for a long time. So I'm still hyped for the movie. I'm still gonna watch it, and I suggest for you to do the same. If you're not a fan of Mario and you care about the plot of the movie and everything, I would suggest you to not watch it, because apparently it's not gonna be what people was expecting. And as I said in the beginning, it's kind of weird for me because Mario has a super simple plot. So I'm not expecting something extraordinary in terms of the plot, because it would be amazing if they did something incredible with the plot, but I'm not upset because of that. So I'm still hyped. I'm still gonna watch it. The Last of Us Part 1 PC port with a new update. So guys, The Last of Us Part 1 was one of the most anticipated PC games release of the year. However, it turned out to be one of the worst PC ports ever launched, with numerous graphical glitches, poor performance, constant crashes, unnecessary long loading times, and many bugs that spoiled its release. Naughty Dog acknowledged the issue and has been releasing patches constantly to fix the game essentially every week. So the 1.0.1.7 hotfix comes to the heels of the previous The Last of Us update, which focused on improving memory usage and diminishing performance issues. The current patch makes small tweaks to Xbox controls, the game's user interface, and take care of several crashes that plagued the title before. For instance, no longer will gamers face crashes when the game is launched or just before the final credits scene. So we can expect a new update to be out on Friday, which will solve even more problems. So this is the situation. We have to wait for them to fix the game so we can play it. Man, this is so annoying. And the problem is that a lot of people didn't have the opportunity to refound the game because the loading times took more than 2 hours, and because of that we couldn't refound the game on Steam, so we have to stay with a broken game that we don't know when it's going to be fully fixed. Man, Naughty Dog, this is so disappointing. They did a really bad job with the sport. A really bad job. Let's just hope that they will keep pushing fixes, that they will keep pushing updates and hot fixes to make this game playable. Man, this is so annoying. I'm actually super disappointed. So guys, keep it talking about The Last of Us. The Last of Us PC port is unsupported on Steam Deck. So guys, as of now, Part 1 is officially unsupported on Steam Deck, which means that while it can still be played, it's unlikely to work well. So players have reported persistent crashes and long loading times, making the game unplayable. So despite promises of verification, Naughty Dog has now stated they are prioritizing fixing the game's issues before submitting it for verification on Steam Deck. This is an interesting twist, as it was heavily implied that The Last of Us would be verified on arrival. While the game has already received 3 hotfixes, with the 4th coming out possibly on Friday, it's unclear when the game will be fully fixed and verified for Steam Deck. Activision Blizzard is being sued by the US government. Activision Blizzard is facing legal trouble once again, this time from the US Department of Justice over allegations that it established a competitive balance tax to limit player salaries in esports tournaments. The lawsuit claims that the tax was implemented to artificially lower player salaries as a whole, rather than to prevent healthier esports clubs from overpaying top talent. So guys, this is just one of the many controversies that the company has faced in recent years. In 2020, Activision Blizzard was accused of widespread harassment and discrimination, leading to a walkout by employees and a lawsuit by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. The company also faced criticism for its handling of the Hong Kong protest, with players and fans boycotting and protesting the company's actions. Additionally, the company was accused of denying pay raises for employees at Raven Software due to unionization efforts. According to an Activision Blizzard spokesperson, the company has always thought and still believes that a competitive balance tax was legal and it had no negative influence on players' earnings. However, the Dodge lawsuit has resulted in a settlement that prohibits the company from engaging in similar anti-competitive practice in the future. The settlement comes at a sensitive time for Activision Blizzard, as the company is currently in the process of being acquired by Microsoft in the biggest gaming deal in the history of the industry. So the lawsuit and the subsequent settlement could further complicate the acquisition process. So guys, the allegations against Activision Blizzard are particularly significant given the company's massive impact on the gaming industry. As one of the biggest gaming publishers in the world, the outcome of this lawsuit could have far-reaching consequences for the entire gaming community. The controversy surrounding Activision Blizzard highlights the importance of companies prioritizing fair labor practice and ethical business practice in the gaming industry. So keep talking about Activision, but actually this time about something a little bit lighter and a little bit more fun to talk about. Activision Blizzard's new AAA survivor game. First off, the game has been in development for over 5 years now. According to reports, it will likely feature FPS missions and puzzles. And while the game's details are still under wraps, the job listing promises an amazing and big, bold and beautiful game. It's worth noting that this is a new direction for Activision Blizzard. While they are known for supporting their major game series with new updates or entries, this new game is a completely new IP. So the last time Blizzard released a new IP was in 2016 with Overwatch, which went out to become a huge success. Blizzard's new survival game is also in a playable state, according to Blizzard boss Mike Yard, who has reportedly played many hours of it. And given the budget that AAA games can command, it's safe to say that Activision Blizzard is putting a lot of effort and time into this game. So whenever Activision Blizzard eventually reveals this new project, it's sure to make a splash in the gaming world. And I will be sure to keep you updated on any new developments as they happen. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Super Meat Boy gets massive discounts on Steam. So guys, 2D platformers are some of the earliest progenitors in the history of gaming, with titles like the original Metroid and Super Mario Bros. Being part of the genre. Although other genres would surpass it in terms of relevance, 2D platformers would bounce back thanks to some heavy-hitting indie releases such as Braid, Fast, V, and Limbo. Many of these are still regarded as some of the best 2D puzzle platformers and set the ground for future titles like Hollow Knight, Cuphead, and Celeste. Super Meat Boy was a huge part of this era of 2D platformers, and players on PC can now get the original game at 90% discount for $149. Additionally, its sequel Super Meat Boy Forever is also available for $199, meaning that Steam users can get the entire franchise for less than $4. So guys, this is all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and of course, a huge hug and peace.